Oh, wait, it didn't record. Oh yeah, it did. Okay, now it's starting to record. Okay, so let me review. What we're doing is we're going over the basic template. We're going to figure out, we've been recording how many points a team gives up versus how many they take away. From this, what we're going to do is over on this side is construct a weighted average of that. So that what we're doing is we are favoring those teams, or we're giving more weight to those games that were played more recently. And you'll see how we do that. Here again, here are all the weeks. If you click on any of these boxes, you can see up here, week 1, week 2, week 3. In this column, column A, are the teams. And you'll see that each team has more than one entry. There's Arizona, say, defense and Arizona offense. So in week 1, the other team that Arizona was playing scored 17 points. They scored 18. And we just keep track of that throughout the season. And eventually what I'll show you is what we can do is we can keep track of the home and away games, which is really cool. Because what I find is, a lot of these teams play differently at home versus away, which you would expect, but not all of them do. And what we'll eventually do is figure out how can we determine those teams that actually statistically play better at home. And in those cases, maybe we use that data rather than all the other data. Okay, so here's our template. We've got up to week 12. Week 13 was just played, so we need to add that information. Okay, so what I'm going to do, we're on the main tab. Down below, see this little bar thing here? I'm going to hit it. So we can see all our weeks. So now what we need to do is get the data from week 13. So I'm going to click on this 13 tab. This is where we collected the data. Okay. Here are my, highlighted in yellow, here are my predicted scores for the week. Here though, and this is what I'm using, this is the predicted just basic score that they were supposed to score. Based on the algorithm we came up with, Detroit was supposed to score, say, 22 points, and Chicago was supposed to score 20. Okay, we need to, this was basically our guess. Here was the actual score. And you'll see in this column over here is what I do. So yeah, so over here is the actual offense defense. So if you look here, the actual score was 34-17. So for the Detroit defense, allowed Chicago to score 17 while they scored 34. Again, Chicago, their defense allowed Detroit to score 34, and their offense scored 17. Chicago lost. We now need to take this information in this column O and transfer it to our main algorithm. So here's what we're going to do. Just to make sure we get the data correct, I'm going to take this column here, so select A. Now hold on to your control column. So you're going to push your command or control button, and now we're going to select this column here. Just those two columns. Was everybody able to do that? Awesome. Okay, now you're going to hit, you can either go up to the menu here and you can hit copy, or a shortcut, and this is what I always do, is just hit Control C. And then you should see these dashed lines around these columns. Did everybody see that? All right, you have now copied that information. Now let's take that and put that on our main page. So let's go back to our main page, which is our first tab. Everybody got that? Okay, we're on our main one here. And we're going to paste this information. We're going to leave a column in between because we're going to sort this information. And what we don't want to do is when we sort it to sort all this other information. That would be bad. So I'm going to put, and you can see where I've been basically pasting this information over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our cursor, we're going to select this box, column AP. Everybody got that? Okay. Now you're going to hit Control V. That's paste. That's the shortcut. You can do it on the menu too. Everybody got this? All right. We've now transferred data. Congratulations. Okay. So if you look over here on this column, these are alphabetized, right? When the data that we just got, these were the matchups, these were the games. These are not alphabetized. We need to put these into an order so that we can easily transfer it to our Excel or our main template. So click on Detroit Defense, the top of the teams. Okay, is everybody there? Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to sort them from A to Z. Does everybody know how to sort? Yes? No? Anybody doesn't know? Okay, we're going to learn right now. So basically go up here to this big data. You should see the Z to A to Z. Do you have that on yours? I know this is a Mac, so it's going to be a little different. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to sort these ascending. So I'm going to click on ascending. Okay. You should be getting this. Did anybody get that? Yep, you got it. Excellent. We're going to be doing this a lot because we've made this template, but it has a specific form or format. And what we need to do is anytime we put data into our system, we have to format it the way we have our template set up. Okay. Now we have the data that we're going to put in for week 13. So what I want you to do is go over here. So here's our weeks. This is where we're keeping track of our weeks. Here's week 12. Now we need to insert another column for week 13. So I'm going to go over here. Okay, I'm going to select column O and I'm going to right click. Everybody got that? I'm going to say insert. I'm going to click on insert. Bam. Look at that. Fresh, clean, pretty column. Okay. Now we want to label this column. So let's just take this week 12. Put your cursor right in the corner of this. You'll see like a solid like crossfire thing. Hold down your clicker and just kind of drag it over. Was everybody able to do that? Okay, you're going to be using this skill a lot because no one wants to write things over and over. So what happens is we can drag functions, we can drag numbers, we can drag whatever we want to basically say, I want you to do the same thing to all these other cells using this format. Okay, so we got week 13. So now let's go back. This is our data from week 13. Let's select all of this. So just drag it down here, all the way to Washington. And if yours isn't alphabetized, you made a mistake somewhere. Okay, everybody select that? Got it? Okay, what do you hit to copy this? Control C, absolutely. Okay, let's go back. Put it at the top of week 13. Okay, everybody there? What do you hit now? Control V. Bam. We have now added fresh data to our existing template. Okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this information and transform it so that we're putting more emphasis on those games that occurred more recently. Okay? Let me stop the video here. So this is how you input data into the template. Now in the next video, what we're going to show is how do we take this information and modulate it to better fit the the situation that we're actually looking at. That NFL teams, games that are more recent are more reflective of probably what they are. Although we shouldn't ignore, what they've done all season. Okay, let me stop here.